Hello, hello, hello. Sorry I'm late. I got myself all fixed up. See, I've been feeling pretty scruffy lately with my eye and all that. So I got myself and not getting my nails. I still didn't get my nails done though, but I got myself fixed up tonight. Sorry I'm late. Who's here? Let's hear. Hey Rose, you beat Anthony. That is a very hard feat. Glad you're here. Oh, I'm sorry you haven't been feeling well, but I have good news for you. That was so funny. Rose has been watching my videos and I really appreciate it. And I had the one about this pumpkin spice um, hot cocoa. And you guys, I was trying to get rid of it, so I was wanting to give away the rest of the pumpkin spice hot cocoa, and nobody responded. And in a weak moment, I was at Target, and they had the fall stuff out already. They had the fall stuff out already, and so you win, Rose. I'm going to send this to you because I should not have bought it. I'll probably buy more. Who else is here? Ronald's here. I saw Ronald's here. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. If there's anybody new, I'm Redheaded Riding Hood. Hello, Van Girl Cheryl. And hello, Ronald. My computer is acting weird. Okay. Hi, Ronald. Hello, Van Girl Cheryl. Hello, hello, hello. It is so, the thing about this, I got this dress at where did I get it at? The World Market, right? Hi, Linda. How are you? How are you? Good to see you. I'm so glad you all are here. What should we talk about? Let's see what my poll says now. I'll show you it if you haven't seen it. It's on my community tab. So, yeah, I did a poll about what you guys want me to talk about on my lives. And so, like, I'll show you that. Let me see. But it didn't open up my YouTube side yet at all. So, like, I was trying to get stuff done today, you guys, and I was I'm trying to rest on Sunday because of a book. Well, I always usually try to rest on Sunday, but I'm trying to do less on Sunday and not like work on Sunday. I just read the book, The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry by John Mark Comer. It's a good book. And also, Carol of Glorious Life on Wheels, she doesn't work on her YouTube on Sunday. So I'm like, I think that's a good example. Okay, there's more responses here to my you pick downsizing. Oh, okay. I'm definitely going to get to that because Cheryl, I have all this video footage and pictures and stuff from when I downsized. It took me a year. I had so much stuff. I sold, got rid of, gave away, donated the entire contents of my house. I was in like a 1,600 square foot house after the 3,400 square foot house with my ex. And, from 5 kids and, I started collecting the things that I like the little toys. This got me a lot of views, my little fire engine. As you know, I'm a pyromaniac now. Flames. My Reds followers are called Flames, so I'm going to light my candle. It's storming here, you guys. It got to be almost 6 o'clock. There it is. My hands are shaking. Welcome to Reds. Let me see. Where can I put this? I don't want to. I found this eagle in Portugal. Got this eagle in Portugal at Pena Palace of all places, and it's the little animals that I collect because my wolf, I think, is made by the same company. The wolf I have, I think it is. Yeah. So, oh, thank you. You're moving into your van. Yeah, it's hard. It's not for everybody, but if it's for you, like, go for it. And some people put a lot of stuff. I ended up putting stuff in storage for my daughter to get. I didn't know if she wanted or not, and I just put it in the storage, sent her the key to it and a note, and she went and got it. I was like, if she doesn't go get it, then I'll just have to pay on this and then go back and get it later. But she went and got it, so I appreciated that. And I still don't know. Maybe I'll find out sometime what she did with a lot of the stuff. But yeah, that's what I did. And I fit all my stuff into my car when I went up to St. Louis. But then, some stuff I was like replacing. And since I moved into an apartment, so a lot of stuff I've replaced, like, I had to get a vacuum cleaner recently and stuff like that. And I got furniture from my apartment. But yeah, I downsized a lot. I have this tea, Blueberry Slim Life. Here it is. I had a little quote. I like these because they have a little saying on them, and it says, "Gratitude is not about what is received. It's about how you receive what is there." Just being grateful for everything. I'm so grateful. Speaking of that. You made a YouTube video? Okay. What's your YouTube video on, Ronald? No, I won't get mad. Oh, you made a YouTube video on Sunday. That's what you mean, like I'm resting on Sunday. But yeah, I accidentally filmed a coffee taste test on Sunday, I think, last Sunday. And then I was like, oops, I wasn't going to do YouTube on Sunday. But this is good. Blueberry Slim Life tea. So I was going to play you a song. Didn't practice. No, I did play it one time. Didn't practice very long. It's thundering and lightning. You guys, thankfully I have a funny story to tell about. I have two funny stories to tell about me flipping the coin. If you're not new here, you know about me flipping the coin. I can be very indecisive. So I might pray about something, but usually it's not something like life altering. Usually it's like two things that are not like, you know, should I drink this or should I drink water? I should drink water. I know the answer to that already, but it's just something like that. You know what I mean? It's not like life altering, right? And so I'll say, Siri, flip a coin. That may be beyond my abilities at the moment. Siri, flip a coin. Tails. Tails is yes. So it's funny. So and it's storming. 74 degrees and storming up a storm. You guys, when it started raining, I hadn't exercised. I just put up all my thumbnails for the week. And I'm like, I have to get this done. I have to get this done. So I put up all my thumbnails for the week for my lives. I go live Monday nights at this time. I've been doing that for a long time. In fact, when I started going live at this time, two other channels were going live with me and were rating me, and we all decided to go live at this time on Monday night because Van Vita Travels stopped going live on Monday night. And so that was like back into 2021. And as you know, like I don't hang around with the same group anymore. But yeah, so I've been going live Monday night for a while. I stopped for a little bit when I was going through the YouTube drama and bullying. I stopped in December 2021. And then when I ended up moving, I was still in the St. Louis area trying to get out of there. Trying to get out of the St. Louis area for like 6-7 months and waiting on money from my dad. And finally got out of the St. Louis area in June 2022. And then I took a trip in July 2022 and was traveling in my RAV4, which I bought to replace my RV. I sold my RV on Mother's Day 2022. But if anybody doesn't know my backstory, let me give you a quick recap. Oh, you guys are storming there too. Yeah. Often the weather, I'm finding, you know, like when it's really hot places, I mean, in the lower states, of course, not Alaska or Hawaii, but I'm finding the weather's been like it's been hot everywhere. Thankfully, it doesn't get too bad here. It doesn't usually get in the triple digits here, but it's been like in the 90s, but then it'll cool down at night, which is really nice. But yeah, I'm finding the weather's similar, you know, where you are, Rose, is like a day's drive. It's like, you know, it's not really that far when you think about it. I think it's like 800 miles, 700. I've done it a couple times now. I've done that drive a couple times now. So, but if you're new to my channel, I'm Red, Headed Riding Hood, Red for short. I'm a poet, author, musician. I cook. I have 5 grown children. I got divorced in 2018. I couldn't find a regular job. I did Airbnb in my house in Georgia for 2 years. In 2020, starting in 2019, I downsized. I started downsizing and selling my stuff and giving away my stuff. And yeah, 847. Okay. So starting in 2019, I began downsizing to sell my house because I wanted to buy an RV and travel around and decide where to settle. I knew I wanted to go west. I didn't know exactly where. So I downsized. I got rid of so many items. I made $4,000, over $4,000 selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace, of all things. I donated stuff to Goodwill. I gave stuff away. I donated like 2,000 books to the Friends of the Library. So I did all that in 2019 to 2020. August 2020, I sold my house. September 2020, I left Georgia. October 2020, I bought an RV. And November 2020, I left the St. Louis area in my RV and started traveling. I spent a couple of months by my brother in Los Angeles, and I spent a lot of time in the St. Louis area where I was based, where my friend Gladys lived. And so, yeah, I did that for a year. And then in November 2021, I already knew I needed to leave the group, you guys. I already knew I needed to leave the group I was in. You know, when I came back to God, I was just like, this group is not, it's not for me. I don't want to get drunk on YouTube. It just wasn't the group for me, you know. But as I felt like I was leaving, I felt like they were kicking me out. So that's when the 2021 in the fall is when the stuff started happening on YouTube. And then so I took a step back and stopped going live as often, and I was going live once a month. I had only been going live for like a year, not even a year, I don't think, because I started going live in, I think, March 2021. Trying to think. I think it was March 2021. Yeah, I started going live in March 2021. I have over 1,000 videos on my channel, you guys, and I have enough subscribers already, because now you only need 500 to get the memberships, and I'm almost to 1,000 to get endorsements, but I need watch time. So I'm at about 19. What did I say, Rose? 1980. I'm at 1980 now on the watch time, and I need 3,000 watch hours to get monetized. So, yeah, that's a short recap. If anybody is new coming in here. So, yeah, I still have your address. I'm going to send this to you, Rose. I still have to write to David and send him a book. Here's this. I was going to show you something. That's right. Let me see. Share screen. See this? What should tonight's live and upcoming lunch lives be about? So 71% of you said, where is Red going next? Travel plans. 14% said, how did Red downsize? Tips and tricks, letting go of stuff. 14% said, how to survive difficult times, low funds, bad relationships. So I can do those other two things during the week. And then 0% loving and getting along with difficult people, and cooking for a lot of people. What should I make for my, what would I make for my large family? 0%. But I appreciate you all answering that. Thank you so much. Let me like my live. So where am I going? Hey, Lori, how are you? Thank you for coming in. How is everybody doing? How are the kids and the grandbabies and everybody? Okay, let me know. Yeah, 1980. It was about at. So I may have to. I turned my air down. this this dress doesn't look so hot, but it's like 2 layers, and I worked out at like 6 o'clock. So I worked out for like 30 minutes. I'm like, didn't work out, and I have to work out, and because it's part of my new. I started reading. Now I started listening to Atomic Habits on my Audible, and that is by James Clear. I don't know. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Hi, Carlene Griffith, but it's Atomic Habits. And I happened to see this book at my son's house. My son has it. So, and it's very good. Very, very good. So, how are you, Carlene? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hey, Linda, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're well. I got myself all spiffy up for y'all today. So, like I said, I was exercising at 6 o'clock till about 6:30, and I don't want to drink the hot tea. I want to drink something cold because I'm too hot. Oh. Sounds like an idea. If you need it, you do a whole lot with your phone, though. I appreciate you watching all my videos on your phone. Little itty bitty red, little itty bitty red. Oh, Grant. Oh, yeah. See, since I don't. Yeah, so that'll be the other grandma's job now. I don't know. I don't think that my daughter probably won't have that be. In fact, it's Harry Potter's birthday, but it also happens to be before we even got into all that. It's my Claire Bear's birthday. So happy birthday to my Claire Bear. She did this picture when she was little. That's on the cover of my book. And I'm going to start out with a poem. I should have a goal, but I didn't make a goal. I'll do 5. Let's do the poems said goal is 5, and I didn't pick out any poem, but I'm going to do a classic one. Hi, Diane. How are you? How are you? Good to see you. How are you? How are you? Maybe I should do my Phoenix one. Since Diane Phoenix is here. I have a lot of poems, y'all. And I need to be editing and working on my book, and I haven't been. And I have news on the job, thing is I did a video interview and I didn't get it. Hey, Graham's here. Hi, Graham. What time is it over there? You got another name last night? Are you the same Diane Phoenix that I know? Or are you a new Diane Phoenix? What do you mean you got another name last night? I'm confused. So you're in Sanford Village, Graham? Cool. 9 watching. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I want to say what's become my classic poem, which is called The Storm. Hey, Timmy Ray, how are you? It's 11:30 Tuesday morning there. Wow. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it, Graham. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah. So let me say what's become my classic poem. One of my favorite poems, which came out of a really tough storm. So, and it's called The Storm. You say that no one cares for you? Well, that's not true, because I do, and God does too. Oh, that I could fix your problem. I'd mend you up. You'd no longer be stuck in that addiction or depression, the trials that come in rapid succession. But what can I do? I cannot fix you. I can't make you believe or even relieve that deep ache in your heart. Just where do I start? Don't do nothing, she yells at me. So what should I do? Scream and shout and run about? Perhaps sit and pout? No, I'll fight a war upon my knees. In quietness and confidence shall be my strength. He keeps my prayers and my tears. Perhaps the overflow makes the rain to water all the pain upon the earth. I'll thank him for this thorn. I'll praise him even when I'm worn, because he carries me through the storm. He walks to me on the tempest sea. The rain brings life back to my dying tree. And one day through the clouds I'll see the rainbow. That's in this book. For a donation of any amount, PayPal's below. And if you send me your address, I will send you a copy of this book. Let me do the ticker on the bottom. There's my email below, right there. Okay. It's 6:31. Yeah. And my computer has been on California time since I bought it. And it was interesting because, I was headed to California to see my sister-in-law, and I was going to go see my dad, but my dad passed away the night before I left Georgia on September 21st, and I left September 22nd, 2020. And so, but I was headed to California to see my sister-in-law, and then she passed away a month after I arrived there. Let me see what y'all are saying here. Okay, it's you. A mutual friend has been giving me not so nice names. That sounds like not a friend. A mutual frenemy. Have you ever had a frenemy? I've had frenemies. They're friends and they turn into enemies. And I call them frenemies. I don't want to have any more frenemies, to be clear. So Red is very careful now in choosing her friends. So yeah, Rose is on Central Time, and Mountain Time here is 1 hour later than California time, where Lori is. Yeah, that's when you. Yeah. Oh, thank you for sharing the verse. Thank you, Timmy Ray. Appreciate that. Yes, for God so loved the world, he gave his one and only Son, that everyone who believes in him will not perish but have eternal life. Yeah. So I'm feeling a little bit less, and my tea is cooling off too, a little bit less overheated. yeah, so hey. Hi, Kenneth. How are you? How are you feeling? Um, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I got fixed up since I've been like such a mess lately. And I'm like, those pictures with my eye was horrible. I looked awful. It was not good. And I was like, why did I take my picture and share it on Instagram? It's awful. I look terrible. Oh, I look like 20 years older than I actually am. It looks horrible. So I'm like, I decided to fix myself up today, but I miss getting my nails done, you guys, though. And I look at my old videos. Sometimes Rose will comment on a video and it's like so old. I was like, what did I say? And so I'll go watch it and I was like, oh, I miss my nails, but I'm saving money. So I'm still not. And since I'm probably not going to get a regular job, I'm not regular, you guys. I'm not a regular person. I can't do a regular job. It's just like I don't have any experience at a regular job. I only have irregular experience. So and I'm too old. People don't want to hire the old lady. Not that I'm that old, but I'm not old. I'm young at heart. Let's see what Graham's saying, because it's usually entertaining. So the Bride's Outlaws are on a boat to Morton's Island to go snorkeling. The bride's at her mate Rachel's, hopefully making me lamb's fry and bacon. Oh, that sounds really yummy. Is that like an Australian dish? That sounds good. My mom used to make lamb. I really never, so my kids never really ate it. I might have made it once or twice. I don't know. But they probably just thought, oh, it's a little lamb. Mom, we can't eat that. I don't know. But my mom would make it sometimes, and on Easter or something, my mom would make leg of lamb. So it's just you and your Roxy dog. Aw. Yeah, I like Heroes. I like those, the Greek Euros, and that's usually lamb's meat in there. I usually get them now at Arby's, actually. Yeah, I like lamb too. Oh, Tim was a guest on Lisa's Live. So what happened Sunday was I had an awesome day at church. This young couple that I met, um, uh, Aisha and Jeremy, I saw them again and I hadn't seen them in like a couple months or something. Like I met them at church and she gave me her number and you know how it is. Like I didn't contact her or anything. And I didn't see them anymore. And then, hi Harrison. Hi, hello. Hi Harrison. So yeah, and so I had a wonderful day at church, and I saw them again, and then I introduced them to my friend Dave, and my friend Dave, I didn't realize that Dave he has been in the Air Force, and he's also an engineer, and I didn't realize these two friends were engineers either. And I introduced them, they started talking, and then I was going to eat lunch with my friend Judy, who I met at church the first time I went to church. And she said last Sunday, she's like, well, let's go out to eat next Sunday after church and get caught up. So I went to eat lunch with her. But also in the midst of all that, Albert texted me and he was visiting his family in Georgia. That's my son's best friend. And they're best friends from grammar school. And they both moved here. Albert graduated college and moved here. And then like not long after, I don't think it was even a year, Ian decided to move here too. He graduated from the University of Georgia in 2018. And I think it was like 2019. And I think it was like right before the pandemic. Albert moved here and then Ian moved here. So like 2019, I think it was. So Albert texted me like, hey, can you pick me up at the airport at 6? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I can do that. And I'm like, I guess I'm going to miss. So that's why I missed Lisa's live. I was picking up Albert at the airport, at the Denver airport. And thinking up some new jokes. Keep them clean, okay, Graham? Keep them clean. So yeah, I was at the airport and picking up Albert, and I gave them the leftover lasagna from Thursday, so they really liked that. And my son was just back from camping, so I actually didn't know if he had just gotten back or what. So I just like dropped Albert off. But then I was talking to Albert on the phone and I mean, talking to Ian on the phone. I was talking to Albert on the phone too, because Albert left his phone in my car. So then he came back over here to get his phone. And so, yeah, that's what I was supposed to be resting Sunday. I kind of rested. I rested from not doing any YouTube videos anyways. And I went to church and I had a really good day. But that's why I missed Lisa's live. So I'll have to go back and watch the replay of that. I'm hoping to interview some more people. I want to interview my friend Diana from Serenity Studio Art. So if you're watching, Diana, no, I'm gonna message her this week and ask her about that, and then maybe I can have her on next Monday night or sometime in August, because I originally contacted her and we were waiting until after her art show, and now our art show is over, and then I went to Europe, and so like maybe we can set that up now, hopefully. So, and what I wanted to do was, you guys, if anybody's on Instagram, here's my Instagram. Oh, and what I've been doing that I think helped maybe on Friday, because I have gotten a little more. I'm getting like, some of it, a lot of it's Rose. I know a lot of it's Rose, and I appreciate you, Rose. But I'm getting like, well, they count them as hours. It says hours. I'm getting like, it seems to be like 40, 45 a day. It's going up. So it was on 1975, and like a few months ago, it was at like 1700, 1800. So yeah, so that's how it's like steadily going up. And I do think going live every weekday is helping. So, but let me drop you guys some interesting videos of mine, in case you haven't seen them. A friend from Lindy's, Melody, I appreciate her. She started watching. She said she started watching. She wanted to start watching from the beginning, and she went back to my video from 2020 when I was still in my house, and I had my dog. So this is sharing. Okay, let me stop sharing. I didn't mean to be sharing all that, but I was just going through my videos. But let me not share that way, but share in the link in the chat. So yeah, I recently shared on my community tab the one from 2020. Old intro, very old. intro, and I'm proud of myself when I watch that. She doesn't read this, I hope. That is funny, but maybe not very kind to your wife, Graham. Oh, you're watching the new Power. How is it? Is it good? There's a new one this year. There's a new Power Rangers movie. So now that comes up as my oldest video. It wasn't before, so. And then the one with my dog. So my dog, that was also a very hard thing I did, is I rehomed my dog, who was a failed rescue, really, but I had her for 6 years, and I was originally going to travel around with her, but she was very nervous, and she wasn't a good traveler, and I really thought she'd rather stay in Georgia. So there's an old one at my house. Difficult to get rid of my house, and difficult to rehome my doggy. It was. So, if you've seen the first one I really edited, came out pretty good. I did it a year ago. So, 7 months ago, it says. Welcome to Red's channel. Yeah, if you want to go to Timmy Ray's link, go to it later, and maybe you can even go to these links later, but I'm just putting them in here. If you're on a computer, you should be able to open it up and then come back in here. My first edited long edited video. Oh, wow. So you still must have a lot more to watch then, Rose. So let's see, what did Graham say? Graham, stop. My brother used to make jokes like that about his wife. Yeah. So if you get a laptop, then it would be more than one at a time, and it would be bigger than on my phone. Yeah. Yes, thank you, Timmy Ray. Let me do another poem. It's time to do another poem. Let me see. Let me look at my read poems. Let me find you a read poem. Let me see. I'm looking through my. Oh, here's one about when I closed my Airbnb, when I after the green card guy was in 2018, when I finally got divorced in August 2018 was the green card guy. He was there for a whole month. His name was Mohammed. And when I found out he was fake, oh gosh, that really, I was like, oh my goodness. I let this man in my house, and he was in my house for a month, and I kind of freaked out when I realized it was all fake. But I feel like I hindered him. Thankfully, I hindered him. I think he went on to another Airbnb, someone else, some other single woman, probably trying to get her to marry him. I don't know. I don't know whatever happened with him. I hope he didn't get his green card. But anyways, but I haven't even looked in if the travel ban is lifted, but there was a travel ban against his country because he was from Syria originally. But he lived in Saudi Arabia. But after that, and some things kept going wrong with some Airbnb guests, and I got like a bad review from this one girl, and because she said I talk too much. Imagine that. Red talks too much. But she was really a brat. Oh my goodness. But and then I kept being afraid that because I wrote I think I put the blog post back up. Brave Red. Because when I wrote the blog post about Mohammed, he got upset. And I also posted, I just got really bold. I got really upset, and I got really bold, and I posted his Twitter link, and that's what really got him really mad. And he called me, and I was just like, oh my goodness. It really freaked me out, you guys. And then so single men from Atlanta kept trying to book my Airbnb and not tell me what was going on. Like they usually would explain without me asking them to. Yeah, that's good. Drop your link, Timmy Ray. There's Timmy Ray's link. Go check out his channel. So usually my Airbnb guests would explain to me, like, I'm there on business, or I'm going to this or that or the other thing. I would have people stopping overnight on their way to Disney, or spring break. I was busy because people were. One time I had this whole group of students from what's that college? That Irish college, the Fighting Irish people, from that college. This whole group of kids from college at my Airbnb stopping on their way to Florida for spring break. But I can't think of the name of the college. What's the name of that college? Let me see. Notre Dame. They were from Notre Dame. Yeah, and I was just like, I don't even know where that college is. But yeah. So thank you. Are we connected on Facebook, Rose? I don't know if I have lots of followers on my personal, here's my Redheaded Riding Hood Facebook page, and I'll share my other Facebook page too. Red's page on Facebook. What are gray nomads? So the bride has finally got her discharge date from defense. Late September, we will officially become gray nomads. That's great. So was she in the military? Is that what that means? Okay. Okay, but we are connected on Facebook. Man, I can hear the wind howling, you guys. It's still kind of stormy out there. But so like I actually went for a jog, and I haven't done that in forever. So I'm kind of proud of myself. And I was careful though, because before when I would jog, I had problems with my feet and knees. Well, mostly my feet actually. But I really enjoyed jogging when I jogged. So I'm like, maybe I will start again. Oh, you sent me a text message. Oh, really? Oh my goodness. Okay, now I get that, because I was like, who is that person? Do I know this person? Okay, I'm glad you told me that. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Rose. So I always sing this song. My name is not Susan, but my name is Susan. I'm Susan Hewitt Story on you can't dox me. People have tried. Whatever. I dox myself. So this is my cup from Crater Lake. So let me find a poem to read you. Oh, okay. This is about reconstructing. So after I went through so many things, I stopped doing Airbnb. I was very depressed because my daughters weren't talking to me. And that is when I did what's called deconstructing. And there was a whole group waiting for me. They're called ex-evangelicals. And I decided, I didn't know what I was anymore. I was mad at God, and I got swallowed by the whale. But anyways, I wrote this poem. It wasn't necessarily all bad, and I really kind of feel like it was God's plan for me. Not that I would do some of the stupid things I did, but that I would just re-examine my faith and come to find out why I really believe what I believe. And actually, I feel like my faith is stronger now, having gone through that. So let's read what Graham has to say now. 36 years in the Army, mostly bomb disposal. A gray nomad over here are retired people that wander all over Australia in a caravan or RV. Cool. Awesome. Tell the bride congratulations. And don't tell her about your jokes. So, as I was saying, so this poem is about just me examining myself. I stopped doing Airbnb. I had the plan already. And you guys, I got the plan to travel in my RV from someone on Facebook in a divorce group who did the same thing. And she didn't do it for permanently, but she said she was going to do it for 2 years. And she had a little dog with her. And she had like a camper that was a nice little camper that was set on a truck. She had like a truck camper, but you could stand up in it and everything. One of those ones with the bed like over the cab, and then and I that's where I first heard about it. And so she was traveling around in her RV with her little dog, and that's like that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my little dog and go travel around. And but a lot of the time, and Blue and Boo did meet and get along okay, as long as that was Gladys's pit bull and my little dog, but for a short amount of time because Gladys moved into my house again. I met her doing Airbnb when she came to Georgia and bought a house, and then she was leaving Georgia and had her house rented out already, and so she stayed at my place with Blue before she stayed at my place without Blue. And so Blue and Boo did meet, but I had to be careful with Boo. My dog would get jealous. And the one time they got into it, something that scared me half to death. And then I didn't ever pet Boo in front of Blue because she was just a little dog. And like, what are you? She growled at him, and then he came at her, and it scared me half to death. I'm like, he's going to eat you alive if you get him upset. So, but anyway, so a lot of times wherever I was at, there was already a dog there. And it's like, we're bringing another dog. It's getting complicated here. My brother had his son's dog and his dog, which are German Shepherds. And then when I went to see my niece, she had 3 dogs. She had her mom's little dog. And but so I had decided to rehome Boo, and that was a difficult decision. Also, it was a difficult decision to give up my house because I had that house so long, and my kids were babies in that house, and were all born except for my oldest was born when we lived in Florida. But my other 4 children of my 5 were born when we lived in that house, so it was a difficult decision to give up the house. And then I decided to give up my dog too. But she had been, I was fostering her and trying to find her a home and ended up keeping her. So she was really a failed foster. But yeah, that's the story of that. But this poem is called Reconstruct. So it was after when I was getting ready to, I still have my dog, but I was getting ready, I was downsizing, stopped doing Airbnb, and was getting ready to leave and sell my house. And so I call it Reconstruct. I'm in my cocoon, holding on to myself, like Lisa says. That's Lisa A. Romano. I'm sorry we got disconnected. The old Susan can't come to the phone right now. I'm transforming in the dark, by myself, alone, but not. Reds is closed. I need to chill for a minute, or a year or 2. But don't forget, I love you. So, okay. Next Monday, after the Outlaws fly back to England, we are going to Texas. Texas? You mean you're coming to the U.S., Graham? For no particular reason other than to get my photo taken in front of the sign. If you're coming to this dates, Graham, then you need to come to Colorado or California and see Carol, or Colorado and see Red. Not Texas. If you're going to the US, you guys, that's like, where is Red going next? I need to share that because that's what y'all voted for. So, as you know, my Claire Bear, whose birthday is today, happy birthday, Claire Bear. I don't think she watches this, but anyways, but yeah, I already wished her a happy birthday. And she's due in September, so I want to go to Philly, probably in September, to see my new baby. There's my first grandbaby. So I want to do that. And then I'm thinking of going to Savannah because Need to Breathe's going on tour for their Caves tour for their new album, Caves. I love Need to Breathe. For anybody who's not new here, you should know that. I'll share my favorite Need to Breathe song. So my favorite bands are Switchfoot and Need to Breathe. And they don't have tour dates yet. Maybe they're going to have some, but they don't have tour dates in Denver, which is crazy, ridiculous. Man, I still hear the wind whooping around out there. There's Need to Breathe. Keep your eyes open. So the Gold Coast is only about half an hour drive south from here. It's great there with heaps of theme parks, but the crowds would do my head in. We went there plenty of times with the little ones. Okay, so it's Texas, and it's not Texas here. It's Texas in Australia. Oh, but this is 2 hours away from where my ex is. But no, I'm not like my my ex is not physically dangerous person. He's just annoying. And so, but I don't really want to talk about it. But going to Savannah is not where I used to live, Rose. So, yeah, and their opening day is on my birthday, which is on Friday, the 13th of October. So I'm thinking I might go there. And then after that, I might go to Texas. These are two of the states, my least favorite states, you guys. My least favorite states, because I already lived in Georgia 32 years, so I don't want or need to go back there. But it is a better idea. It is a better idea for me to go visit my oldest son in Georgia than for him to come. It's not really a good time. He's not ready yet to relocate from Georgia. So my oldest son was thinking of relocating, but it's not really a good time for him yet to do that. That's in my opinion. So, but yeah, it would be better, Rose, for me to go visit him than for him to come here. But anyway, Savannah is probably 3 hours from where I used to live in Georgia. So, and it's by the beach, Texas, Queensland. We also have a Mexico out where the crows fly backwards. Okay, and the crows fly backwards. How do the crows fly backwards? That's interesting. Let me find you another poem from my new poems. So this is my old book of poetry from 2015. And the one that's on my computer that I'm reading from is my my new poems are on my computer. That's the one I just read to you. So let me see. Oh, here's one that I was I have one that was inspired by a what's his name? The crows fly backwards to keep the dust out of their eyes. Okay. Let me see something. I don't even have my live open on YouTube side. Let me turn it up. There's the echo. Good, I know that you can hear me. So, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you. 6 watching now. Thank you all for being here. I need to share another poem. Let me, okay. Let me share with you the song. A lot of my poems are inspired by songs I really love. And I put, and it's a Hunter Hayes song. It's in Red's inspirational songs. But I will also share the link to it. So that's my plan. My travel plans are Philly and surprisingly, Georgia for the Need to Breathe concert on my birthday, and then Texas, San Antonio for the Joyce Meyer conference. And I'm hoping to get a little trailer that I can tow with my RAV. I'll show you what it looks like. I'm going to rent one first. And I'm hoping to, Rose. I'm hoping to. But for next month, I've reserved this camper that's like the one I want to get. So, but I don't know what I'm going to find because I'm going to try to find something used, obviously. But if I don't have a camper, I'm just going to stay at the hotel, use my hotels. My hotels card really came in handy. I started using my hotels card when I traveled, when I sold my RV and bought my RAV4. I usually would use my, a couple of times I slept in my RAV, but I wasn't very comfortable when I went to Quartzsite and when I went to the Glow meetups. For half the time I would sleep in my, for most of the first Glow meetup I went to in California in 2022, I stayed in my RAV for most of it. It was just like the last night I went early and stayed at a hotel. I already have my hitch installed because I did that for Quartzsite, but then I didn't end up renting something to tow. So, yeah. I'm trying to find my RV share app on my phone. Where is it? I have too many apps on my phone, and I showed you the picture of it before, but let me go to it on here. Let me see. So thank you all for being here. Okay, let me do this. There it is. That's the thing I'm going to get on RV Share and see if I like it. It might end up I have to get something on RV Share to go on my trip, but I don't know, because I don't know if I'll be able to find something by September or October. So we'll see. Yeah, I paid like a lot to get my well, I went an hour and I've only said one poem. I mean, I said two poems. That's right. I said two poems. I need to say another poem and get going on it. So here's an invisible poem. It's called Invisible. Thou God sees me. It seemed at first like he knew me, yet he looked right through me. No one sees the battle I'm fighting. Come on, he says, they don't see or appreciate you, or respect you, or even care. There's others who will. Surely I've cleansed my hands in vain. I don't have a scandalous story, but I have a story. He who does what is right comes to the light. He who does what is wrong will sing a sad song. You have a great friend with a capital F. That's God. You're building a cathedral. You're not invisible to him. I'm waving a flag for who you are and all you're going to be. Someday you'll look back at all this pain and it will be invisible. One day, all this pain and petty ponderings, unpaid bills and wanderings will all be gone. And there'll be happy happenings, peace and joy, Jesus, who has paid all my debt. There'll be love that lasts forever and happy ever after. Hallelujah. I could make this. I recorded this poem and then I didn't want to post it because it's about Muhammad. He was just such a good actor, y'all. He wined and dined me. He didn't act like he just wanted, one thing. And I want to share. You guys, did I really do it? I need to look and see if I did it because I can't believe I did it, but I think I might have. Because recently I was just being brave and I was reposting a lot of things that I had taken down. And it was posted in 2018. Yes, I did. I posted it. If you'd like to read the crazy story, I reposted it. And the reason I took down a lot of my posts on my blog was because I was deconstructing and I didn't know what I believed anymore. And I was angry at God and they were all religious. All my posts were religious, including the one about Muhammad. It's called, after the Taylor Swift song, Look What You Made Me Do. That inspired a lot of lines in some of my poems, like the one, like the old Susan can't come to the phone right now, because in that song, she's like talking about like, I've had it. I'm done being nice with you people bullying me. That's what, look what you made me do. That whole song is, I love it. I'm an unapologetic Swiftie. So yeah, I am. Deal with it. It turned out Muhammad didn't like her, but you know what? He didn't like any American women, and he stereotyped me. That's why he got me an HIV test and didn't believe anything that I was saying to him. And he got me an HIV test. It's crazy. But yeah, so that's that crazy story, you guys, if you want to read it. It's kind of long. And it's the first time I talk about what happened the year before, too, was the date rape. And I hadn't ever shared about that on my blog. So I had it. I had it. What, Graham? There was a young man from Australia who painted his bum like a dahlia. The colors were true, red, white, and blue, but the smell of that flower was a failure. Okay. Thanks for the poem, Graham. Appreciate it. 6 watching. Thank you. Let's hear the crazy story about the crazy poem about Muhammad. It's called M. Tonight I saw the full moon and cursed you. He was like, let's look at the moon. He was just so ridiculous. When I look back on it. Tonight I saw the full moon and cursed you. Every time I see it, I'll think of you. And in the daylight, the donuts and cheese balls. CVS, where we got the contact paper to cover his book with contact paper, but we also called the condoms contact paper. OCD. Oh my God. He was so neat like me. That was like ridiculous. There's a grasshopper and a wasp. He got these out of my house. Coffee or tea? And just like that, you asked me. I knew you were too good to be true. And now I'm blue, but I still miss you. And then this is that evil angel redhead. He always called me the redhead. That evil angel redhead. You'll never forget her and her crazy tease. Tease is Arabic for your backside. She's simply irresistible. Her loving is unstoppable. She'll follow you forever and haunt your dreams. Two personalities for one. She's unpredictable. Too unselfish to marry you. I could marry someone that much younger than me. I didn't know. It was probably driving him insane that I wouldn't say that. You young thing. She'll wait till your childbearing wife comes. Oops, she didn't even suspect you just wanted your green card, but no, it's a red card for you, man. Get out of my country. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, it was kind of funny because I was just like, no, I can't. First off, I wasn't even divorced yet. Ha, that was a joke on him. I was divorced a month after not, it was 2 weeks. It was like 2 weeks. It was like 2 weeks after he left. He stayed in contact with me and then he was going to come back. I think he was going to come back because he thought I was going to, because I really did fall for him, hook, line, and sinker. But I wasn't going to get married like 2 weeks after I got to, that's insane, especially to an Islamic man that's 25 years younger than me. Yeah, right. No, I was not going to do that. And I was like, I'll just stay with you till I called his wife, his childbearing wife. I'll just stay with you till your childbearing wife comes. And that probably was driving him insane because he was trying to get me to marry him, Oh, it's just so hilarious, you guys. But read that if you like to read. I am redheaded writing with a W. But Pee Wee Herman passed away today. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is he okay? Oh, that's terrible. I was just thinking about him today. Oh no. I really loved Johnny Depp, but I know like he has so many issues. And I was thinking about him today and I was like, he's the same age as my ex. So I want to find out. Well, it doesn't say he's. It says he's 60. Doesn't say. I hope he's okay. Well, now I'm going to pray for him. I didn't hear that, Rose. Okay, thank you for sending me that, Rose. Whoa. Okay. I don't want to download another app though. I'll have to look at it on my computer without downloading the app. So thank you all so much for being here. The bride rang up to book the van and get some work done on it. When we get back down south, can't get in until mid-November. Oh. Okay. My friend in California that I grew up with, her I think it was like her pony or like her like dad, and I think they were riding horses too, were in a Pee Wee Herman movie. Like they filmed all this footage, but I think then it was like the Pee Wee Herman movie. They filmed them and everything, and they were going to be in the movie, but they cut most of their scenes in the movie. So it's kind of disappointing. I think she said too that she had a white pony that they painted it pink. But then she's like, most of the footage, they film all this stuff for movies and TV shows and all that, and they don't put all of it in there. I kind of feel like them sometimes too. I'm like, oh, now I realize how that works, because I'll film all this footage for making a video, and then I'm like, wow, this video I made is 2 minutes long, and I filmed all this other stuff that I cut out. But yeah, so like they were in a Pee Wee Herman movie, but it was like, I don't know, for like 30 seconds or something. I don't know. They used to film things and stuff, and I used to meet people, especially through my friend Louise in California, because her mom knew a lot of people. So it's interesting. Yeah, he's like, yeah, on so much stuff. But it's not, the internet is not saying that he's. This is saying he had a health scare last week. Oh, he was on tour with his band Hollywood Vampires. Oh, and it was canceled because he was passed out in his Hungarian hotel. So, yeah. Oh, look at him as a rocker. He's so cute. Yeah. Johnny Depp returns to America after Rocky International tour. Okay, so I think he's okay now, but still, let's pray for him. I don't really care about Pee Wee Herman. I don't really care for Pee Wee Herman. So let me see if I can find you another poem. Oh, I'm going to read one from here. This is one called The Prodigal, and it's interesting because of the last line, and that I ended up being a prodigal also. The verse that I put before this poem in the seven-story tree is from Jeremiah 31, and it says, "Refrain your voice from weeping and your eyes from tears, for your work shall be rewarded, says the Lord, and they shall come back from the land of the enemy." It's talking about your children. "There is hope in your future, says the Lord, that your children shall come back to their own border." You know, that my children that were upset with me will come back to me. And then, but this was about one of my children, and then it ended up being about more than one of my children, really, And then it ended up being about me too. So it's called The Prodigal. Of course, this is all my fault. Eve had 2 sons, one killed the other. She must have been a terrible mother. Esau was his father's favorite, but Jacob was a mama's boy. Of course, they didn't get along. Leave them alone and they'll come home. Jacob did, but his mom was gone. Having favorites is not wise. Just read about Joseph. He was despised. Genesis 37:4. Train them up in the way they should go. Your work shall be rewarded. Trust God with them. He loves them even more than you do. Don't give in to wrong behavior. Love must be tough. Show them you love them enough to say no. When they are old, they will not depart. Keep loving him with all your heart. God had a prodigal son too. Didn't you know that son was you? That's right before the storm poem. Here's one I never read on here before, I don't think. It's called For a Season. Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a man sows, that he will also reap. Galatians 6:7. This one's called For a Season. And it was that season I was trying to work on my resume and all of that. And so I decided that I will still be trying to save money, and I need to spend my time on editing and working on my YouTube, and just keep having faith that those things are going to pay off eventually. And I'm thankful for the money from my dad that's like tiding me over until I start making money with my YouTube and my writing. And so, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I might start giving blood plasma again, though. I was making $50 a week doing that. And also, I'm probably going to say to people I could also, well, I'm going to look into other things. I'm still probably going to look into the lifeguarding, but that would just be part-time. The last thing I looked at on the website, it said they wanted you to have your Red Cross training, which didn't coincide with what the guy that worked at the rec center said, which he said, they'll train you. You don't have to have training. So I was like, well, which is it? I'm confused now. But anyways, this is about, when I was looking for a job too. It's called For a Season. My resume doesn't look that good down here. Just serving God for 29 years. I had a lot of volunteer at schools, volunteer at church on my resume because I didn't do anything else but I was working hard though. Just serving God for 29 years, but up in heaven, it'll all be clear. Just a cup of cold water to him who thirsts. You may end up being first. It doesn't matter all you've known, but into whose life you've sown. Compassion, prayer, wisdom to friends who've come and gone. Some of them may have moved on, but they'll never forget he was the reason you showed them love just for a season. So, yeah, and here's a short one I did called My Aim and Hope. Cook, clean, study, sing. Work out right, remember, repeat. Love, let go, forgive, forget, have no regret. Jesus, joy, strength, stability, never wasting your ability. Pray, praise, play all day. King and crown one day we'll meet, and I'll lay it all at his feet. So I think that was 5. You guys, let's pray. Let me do this. Joe Perry plays in. Joe Perry plays in which in what? The Pee Wee Herman movie. Is that what that was about? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pray. And I'll be back for lunch tomorrow, you guys. Dear Lord, thank you for my YouTube followers and friends. I pray that you'd bless them and be with them, Lord. Continue to guide us all in our lives and our ventures and misadventures and our trials and in our lives, Lord. Help us to seek you and seek your guidance in all we do, Lord. I pray you be with Rose. Lord, I pray you be with Lori. Continue to heal their bodies, Lord. Give their doctors wisdom. Give us all wisdom in caring for the bodies you gave us, Lord. Help us to make healthy choices for our bodies. And Lord, please bless our children, Lord. I pray especially for all my children, Lord, and that you would bless and watch over my Claire Bear on her birthday, Lord, and as she is expecting in September, Lord, I pray that you would keep her and the baby healthy and well. And I pray you would be with Lori's daughter who is expecting, and that you would bless her baby as well and keep her well and healthy. And bless all our children and grandchildren. And Lord, guide them in their lives. And I pray that they would seek you, Lord. And I always pray for people, Lord. I want people to know that you are real and you love them, Lord. And I pray this for my children, that they would know you are real, that you would work in their lives and show them that you are real and that you love them. I pray that they would know that I love them too, Lord. And Lord, we pray that you would heal Johnny Depp, Lord, that he would want to stop with the drugs and the alcohol, Lord. Please help him. Lord, I pray also for my children's father, Lord, that he would want to be healthier for his kids, Lord. For his kids, he's the father of my children, Lord, and for their sakes, Lord, I want him to be healthy. And I hope you guys would all let me know if there's any new prayer requests, Lord. Continue to comfort Timmy Ray at the loss of his dad, Lord. I pray you continue to be with Ronald, with my follower Ronald, and with Kenneth, Lord, and in their health, and keep them well and healthy and bless them. And I pray you bless Anthony, and I pray you bless all the followers that were here today, Lord, and be with them. Thank you that Fangirl Cheryl was here. Please bless Diane Phoenix and help her with her situation she's having. Please help Linda, Camp Goer One, with her health problems, and give her doctor's wisdom, and give her wisdom in dealing with her heart condition and the issues that she's having with her health, Lord. Thank you that she is in a better situation with caring for her daughter and getting paid for that, Lord. Thank you for that blessing. And pray you bless Graham and everybody that was here today, Lord. Let me see if I prayed for everybody that was here today, at least. Thank you for Fangirl Cheryl, Charlene Griffin, and please bless Linda in Texas. Thank you all for being here. Please bless Anthony. And Lord, I pray all these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you. If you're interested, please watch my videos. Red needs watch time to get monetized. I appreciate it. If you enjoy my videos and like my videos, please watch them. I have over 1,000 videos. And I love you all. Don't say that no one cares for you, because I do, and God does too. Don't forget to pray for Red, because Red is praying for you. Love you all. Bye.